Well, happy Sunday afternoon. It's my hope that your day is coming up good. It is time for TV47 at 1. My name is Linda Alela, close lined up for you. And we start off on matters of politics, where the Western Kenya leaders are mounting pressure on DAP Kenya leader Eugene Wamalwa to fold his party and support Senator Edwin Sifuna. Speaking during the Linda Mwananchi meeting that is in Bungoma, Trans Nzoia, Governor George Natembeya is urging the region to unite under a single political vehicle to challenge Kenya Kwanza, while rallying support for Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna's potential 2027 presidential bid. Now, the leaders are clarifying that the upcoming weekend rally is not a coronation ceremony, urging supporters to remain patient.
Mheshimiwa Jack huko hapa. Mimi Natembeya, Sifuna, Wamunyinyi, Jack Wamboka, we are members of DAP. Hello? Mimi leo nataka kusemea hapa. And we're going to look for one Eugene Wamalwa. Pia akuje twende nyuma ya Sifuna na Natembeya.
Sisi tupate tu wajumbe 38 wote kwa chama moja. Tupate 5 governors, MCA chungu mzima, senators 5, women rep wangapi? 5. Hiyo ni nyumbani. Maana kila mtu ako na nyumbani. Msiogopa Nukabila, hata nyumbani ya Ruto ni Rift Valley. Anaanzianga huko. Kalonzo Musyoka ni Ukambani. Rigathi ni wapi? Mlimani alikohoa watu wanashika homa. Si ndio? Wale Nyanza saa hizi ni Oburu Odinga na wanatafuta power huko.
And the Kenya Red Cross in Kisii and Nyamira counties, in collaboration with the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA), has held the Power of Humanity Walk to raise funds for disaster response and support victims of emergencies across the country. The event also served as a road safety awareness campaign targeting drivers, pedestrians and other road users ahead of the August holiday season, as authorities intensify efforts to curb the rising number of road accidents. The walk, which started at Kisii Primary School and ended at Kisii University, that is through Daraja Moja, was held in remembrance of 9 people who lost their lives in less than a month.
Our intention is to be able to reach as many people as there is, to sensitize them on the importance of being prepared, always prepared to respond to disasters. That is to talk about emergencies within the county itself. We'll be talking about all sorts of disasters. Now we are looking at the rains that are coming. Our idea is to save as many lives, prevent further injuries, and be able to bring the help that is desperately needed by our people.
Picking and dropping and designated areas, we have recorded incidences of crashes. So we are urging them to be cautious, because road safety starts with you. You are the road user. Before the help comes in, please take control of your life.
In our driving schools, we need to have first aiders. We need to have first aid trainings so that we can better our way of doing things.
And yes, being careful on the road is critical, and therefore it's important that you take part in that. Now, with political activity intensifying ahead of the 2027 general election, the Kikuyu Council of Elders and the Luo Council of Elders have launched a joint initiative that is aimed at fostering national unity by bringing together elders from all communities to promote peace and social cohesion ahead of the 2027 general election. And during a consultative forum that brought together, that is, elders from the 2 communities at the Kikuyu Council of Elders headquarters, the leaders expressed concern over what they described as a rising political tension, increasing violence, and reported cases of youth abductions. They urged all leaders to embrace dialogue and restraint to safeguard the country's stability. The elders warned that inflammatory political rhetoric and heightened political temperatures could undermine national cohesion if left unchecked, drawing parallels with the tensions that preceded the 2007-2008 post-election violence.
Hii maneno mingi tunaona, hiyo wasee kama sisi tunaikemea sana. Ni vibaya sana hata kuona vijana wetu wakitumiwa. Vile tuliona Jumapili, vijana wa Wajaruo wanatumiwa huko kwao na wanaenda kupiga Wajaruo. Tunaona vijana wetu huko Nyahururu wanatumiwa waende wapiga Wakikuyu. Mwisho wa maneno tukiangalia ni kama watu wanajikula wenyewe.
Na hii shida ambao tunayo sio Wajaluo peke yao, sio Wakikuyu peke yao, sio Wanandi peke yao. Hii imesika Kenya mzima. Mali tunanunua petroli ni mali moja. Mali tunanunua chakula ni mali moja. Mali tunatembea ni mali moja. Kenya ikiharibika, itaharibika kwa kila mtu. Na ndio maana tunatembea kwa mandugu zetu, tuelewane, tusaidie Kenya.
The Anglican Church of Kenya has urged citizens to reject ethnic politics and embrace peace ahead of the 2027 general election. Now presiding over the enrollment of 1,000 women into the Anglican Women's Ministry at St. James Buruburu in Nairobi, Bishop Jonathan Kafiru warned leaders against exploiting tribal divisions. Alongside Mothers Union President Faith Kafiru, speakers emphasized the need to empower women to champion community reconciliation, mentor the youth, combat rising insecurity and demand institutional accountability to safeguard the nation's stability and public confidence.
We have a nation to build before the election day, and we also have a country to live in after the election day. And therefore, we want to ask from each one of us in this nation, basically to become instruments of peace.
Over 1,000 women having gone through the capacity development and committing today to be able to serve within the church. And so to us, this is a human capital. To us, this is an asset, not only for the church, but also for the community.
Residents of Moricho village in Rungai, Nakuru County are raising alarm over the increasing prevalence of illicit alcohol after more than 7 people have died in the village alone this year. Now, speaking during the burial of a man who recently died after consuming illicit alcohol, with another victim still receiving treatment after surviving the ordeal, residents claimed that those involved in manufacturing the illegal brew have repeatedly been released after being arraigned before the Mololo courts.
Pombe haswa sasa si changa. Pombe ambayo iko maeneo haya ni pombe ambayo koroga, na wale wanaofanya biashara hii wenyewe hawakunywi, lakini wanaumiza watoto wetu kiwango kwamba tunaona hasara ambayo imetokea siku ya leo mpaka tukaweza kuzika mmoja wetu.
Na huyu alikufa sasa ambao tumeshika hakupika hospitali, alikunywa na akashindwa kutaka kupelekwa hospitali, ikashindwa akafariki.
Mwenye kutayarisha anapunga mask na kunywi, iko testas. Nimeandika majina yao wenye wanatestia. Hii ni mmoja wao yenye amekufa saa hii.
Kitu ambaye imetuumiza sana haswa vijana wa Moricho ni pombe. Pombe ambayo imeua vijana wenzangu, imeua wazee, imeua wamama, ambayo imekuwa kilio sana katika kijiji cha Moricho.
Hata ukiangalia kwa manyumbani, unaona kijana ako lakini hayuko. Tuko na mauchungu sisi wasasi. Tunaomba tu kabisa tumaliziwe pombe.
Tungeomba ikiwezekana kwa vyovyote vile serikali ipiga marufuku hiyo pombe haramu, tukisaidiana na wananchi hapa.
Construction of the multi-million shilling Nziu River Bridge in Mwingi Central, Kitui County has reached 70% completion and is expected to be finished within 2 months. Residents, engineer Mbotha Charles, said that delays were caused by late delivery of specialized imported materials, which have now arrived and are awaiting clearance for installation. The completed bridge is expected to provide a safer crossing and reduce transport disruptions during flooding. The project was initiated after the December 2021 Nziu River bus tragedy, where 33 people died after a bus was swept away by flash floods while attempting to cross the flooded river.
Nziu Bridge, a bridge that has given a lot of problems to the people of this community. And we appreciate the effort of government, and especially the government of His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for realizing that the contractor was stuck because of financing. And as you can see, the information you have received from the contractor and the engineer is that now work has been done. It's at 70%, and 30% will be completed very soon, because all the required materials, steel and everything is already at the port.
What is remaining is 30%, and of the main item that is remaining, is the beams, which had been imported from China. They're currently at the port. The contractor should be clearing with KRA and the Ports Authority by the end of this week. We're expecting that the beams, the steel beams, should be delivered to site next week. And with that, we start the onset of finalizing.
Kwa hivyo challenge ile mko nayo mtuambie ndio sisi tuweze kusukuma hii barabara iweze kukua. One of the bridge mnakataa kutengeza. Hii mvua imepita imeua mtu. Kuna mtu alienda na hiyo maji. Hii hatuwezi ongea. Tukiongea wale watu wamekufa hapa, nyinyi wote mtaanza kulia. Kwa hivyo ni lazima na tunasikia El Nino inakuja.
Kenya has won the bid to host the 2028 World Veterinary Association Congress, becoming the first African country to secure the global event. The milestone comes as the government, the Kenya Veterinary Association and industry partners set up efforts to strengthen animal health through improved disease surveillance, better regulation of veterinary medicines, and of course enhanced professional capacity. Officials say hosting the Congress will showcase Kenya's veterinary expertise, attract investment, promote trade and tourism, as well as support sustainable livestock production and food security.
In Kenya, we have the capacity to manage right from the manufacture of veterinary medicines to the importation, to the distribution, and to the use of those veterinary medicines in Kenya.
As a profession, we believe that we need to push hard, and the government needs to consider the voice of the veterinarian, because we determine a lot when it comes to food safety. Veterinarians play a key role in ensuring that whichever meat is placed on the table is of good quality and of healthy for human consumption.
We continually ask everyone to do production the right way, to be able to have the animals kept in the right way.
Health experts are raising concern over the growing threat of antimicrobial resistance in Kenya, warning that the misuse and overdose or overuse of antibiotics are making once treatable infections increasingly difficult to cure. According to a 2022 publication in the Lancet, antimicrobial resistance directly caused 1.27 million deaths globally and was associated with 4.95 million deaths in 2019, with about 28,500 deaths in Kenya linked to the threat. And of course, away from that, the Gertrude's Children's Hospital has become the first institution in Kenya to receive the Global Antimicrobial Stewardship Accreditation. Now, the health experts say Kenya's national action plan will depend on greater public awareness and prudent use of the antibiotics.
Stewardship programs supported by the World Health Program and also the government are to help us use antibiotics only when they are needed, use the right ones at the right doses and for the right duration. So the stewardship program is very, very important in containing antimicrobial resistance, which is a global
a proper antimicrobial resistance program. You need to work with very many partners. So first, internally, you need to work with prescribers, you need to work with the pharmacy department, you need to work with the laboratory department, which does the testing to indicate the susceptibility of some microbes to antimicrobial products.
I think one of science's greatest innovations is antimicrobials, and it's one of the reasons why infections are one of the main reasons why people are visiting hospitals to see doctors in the outpatient department. And for infections, these antimicrobials are wonder drugs.
And with the rising number of road accidents across the country, traffic police are urging drivers to prioritize their mental health as a key measure to help reduce fatal crashes. Speaking during a training session in Nyahururu town, traffic base commander, that is James Gatara, warned that stress, fatigue and emotional distress impair concentration and can lead to aggressive driving. Together with the fortnight SACCO, that is the 4NT, SACCO chairman Wilfred Kimotho, he urged public service vehicle, taxi and border operators to uphold professionalism, ensure their vehicles are roadworthy and maintain high standards of discipline to protect lives and boost passenger confidence.
Tuko na mashida mingi na wakati unakuja kuendesha hicho kifaa chako, just be very sober. Usilete stress za nyumbani kwa barabara. Unapata hata mtu anasimamishwa na ofisa wa traffic amevaa reflector kama hii smart na kofia, uoni unaenda. Inabidi nipigie chairman nimwambie kuna gari imebeba vibaya sana, piga simu irudi. Si mara mingi umerudisha.
Parents of children living with cerebral palsy are urging the government to provide more support as the cost of caring for their children continues to rise. Parents say the high cost of living has made it harder to afford therapy, medical care and other essential needs. They made the appeal during a fundraising walk in Bamburi, Mombasa County, that is to support the construction of a daycare center for children living with cerebral palsy. Our stakeholders at Kurunzi Cerebral Palsy Center say the facility will expand access to therapy, learning and social interaction while easing the physical, emotional and financial burden on caregivers.
Our prayer is that if we get support like in the villages ama constituencies that can support these parents, whereby most parents are single parents. And it's hard for a parent to leave a child in the house and go fend for herself and the family. Na vitu ni very expensive when it comes to these children.
Mazoezi ni kitu long term, alafu very expensive. Anaelewa? Na pia watoto wanatumia dawa. Na vitu kama diapers. Na unapata watoto wengi ama wazazi wengi wanaishi peke yao, wanalea watoto peke yao, hawana baba. So unapata pia ule mzazi ana watoto wengine pia kuangalia, inakuwa very expensive.
Sana tunaangalia watoto, lakini tuweze kuangalia hata wale wazazi ambao wanalea watoto wako na ulemavu. They go through mental well-being, kuna issues za stress, kuna issues za burnout, kuna issues za trauma, and I urge the nation from the national government to the county government and even to the lowest cadre of the government to come in and support parents of children with disabilities.
All right, exactly 15 minutes past the top of the hour. That calls for a quick short break and we come back with more news, so stick around.
Surely. Hey, nyumba.
This is the place.
Just for a few days.
Rule number 2.
Kwani Google inajua maisha yangu wewe?
That's my seat. It's a chair. It was hers.
You know here? Yes. You learned the rhythm.
This place is run by structure. Structure. It is a system. Ni venye tu ni system haisikizi.
And what happens if something you haven't chosen enters your day?
Then you move it.
That's not always going to be possible here.
Then you are going to have a problem.
Noted.
What are you planning? To escape from a resort?
This is not a resort, my friend. This is a storage.
You have to be very careful. Fake money can kill business.
Na leo mko rada yangu. Small money, kapesa kadogo, big behavior.
I only have big notes.
Alikuwa anatafuta courage.
Yaani nafaje kutengeneza kachumbari na manyanya zinakaa hivi? Ona, kiki ni kama kiwaru.
Hiyo inaitwa commitment to the lie. Amejicommit.
Ndio hiyo. Mpatie.
Unajua kama una mtu kitu, hata tu salamu ya kawaida inakaa kama reminder.
Habari yako?
Sintalipa kesho.
Kesho gani when?
Si kesho ya kesho ya tomorrow.
Hiyo tena. Mzee ni budi nikamchoka. Ni budi ni madeni.
Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m.
You have to be very careful. Fake money can kill business. Na leo mkorada yangu. Small money, kapesa kadogo, big behavior. I only have big notes. Alikuwa anatafuta courage.
Yani nafaje kutengeneza kachumbari na manyanya zinakaa hivi? Ona kiki ni kama kiwaru.
Hiyo inaitwa commitment to the lie. Amejicommit.
Ndio hiyo. Mpatie.
Unajua kama una mtu kitu, hata tu salamu ya kawaida inakaa kama reminder.
Habari yako?
Sintalipa kesho.
Kesho gani when?
Si kesho ya kesho ya tomorrow.
Hiyo tena. Mzee ni budi nikamchoka.
Ni budi ni madeni.
All right, welcome back. This is TV47 at 1. Our fear continues to grip residents of Mwingi North after renewed clashes involving suspected camel herders left at least 10 people dead and several others displaced. Despite the deadly attacks in Seikuru and Ngomeni, residents say that no arrests have been made, raising concerns over the pace of investigations and security response. The violence has forced families to abandon their homes, disrupted learning as many children stay away from school, and left some residents spending nights in the bushes for fear of further attacks. Now, community members are now urging the government to deploy more security officers and restore lasting peace in the affected areas.
Watoto wetu hawasomi ndio wa mashifta. Huko wanatishiwa kila wakati. Wanalala msituni na ni watoto wadogo. Wanakosa elimu.
Alafu mnakuja kushika wakamba. Ati ngamia zilipatikana. Ati ngamia imeuawa. Mkamba kula ngamia. Kwa hivyo ningeomba ya kwamba serikali, the government now needs to be very serious. Kwa sababu hii ni selective application of the law. Hatuwezi kuwa wakati watu wanauawa hautaisikia fununu ya mtu ameuawa, ameshikwa. Lakini ngamia imepotea, ngamia imeuawa, wakamba wanashikwa. Kwani wakamba wanauawa na kina nani? Na watu wanauaanga, kwani ni magicians?
Ingine unasikia wakamba wakusanyike walipe ngamia. Imepatikana imeuliwa, walipe. Lakini mtu akiuliwa hatujawahi sikia kuna mtu ameuliwa na Wasomali alipo. Sasa tunashangaa ngamia na mtu.
Pia sisi tuko na haki ya kuwa wana Kenya na tuko na haki ya kuishi pale katika hiyo land, sababu ni land, tuko katika Kenya, kwa hivyo tuko na uhuru wa kukaa pale.
An high-level policy roundtable in Kisumu has called for reforms to encourage more business to join the formal economy. The forum, organized by Suvera Africa, brought together policymakers, business leaders, KRA officials and researchers to discuss the high cost of compliance, multiple licensing requirements and complex regulations that keep many small businesses in formal. Research presented at the meeting found that high registration costs, multiple taxes and lengthy administrative processes continue to limit MSMEs' access to financing, government support and growth opportunities, with participants calling for simpler, more business-friendly policies.
Yourself will also ask decided that vast majority of these important stakeholders are not registered. So when they're not registered, both the government is losing revenue and also the businesses themselves, they are losing revenue or money from bribery. They have to pay fines, they have to get their goods confiscated. So it is a paradox that in as much as it is important for formalization to be put together and of course this register, majority of them are still not formalized. So
Mariwa, I'm the governor's advisor on partnerships and resource mobilization, Kisumu County. Of course, the issue of harassment of traders has really come up, and this is by the county askaris, so much that not only in Kisumu, but it's like all over. One of the ways I want to believe that the county government can come up and help is one, by training the enforcement officers and showing them how to handle the traders, because these are the clients that give revenue to the county government.
And back to Mwingi, residents of Mwingi are set to benefit from a new community empowerment program following the launch of the Jonathan Ngenga Foundation. The initiative aims to improve the livelihoods of vulnerable families through education support and business empowerment. Speaking during the launch, the foundation's patron, Jonathan Ngenga, said the initiative was established to address the growing economic challenges facing many families, noting that limited access to education and capital remains a major barrier to development. The foundation will provide financial assistance to bright but needy students to help them access and complete their education. It will also support low-income households with funding that is to start or expand small businesses. The initiative seeks to reduce poverty by promoting self-reliance and creating sustainable sources of income.
My name is Engineer Jonathan Ngenga, patron. Through doing some projects in schools, supporting payment of school fees for vulnerable kids. We have also been doing community projects ranging from roads, water projects, and other social issues.
Is skills training of young people, both skilled and unskilled, and making sure we network them with opportunities, that is training them, giving them skills.
Education stakeholders, parents and leaders are calling for renewed focus on raising boys, warning that many are being left behind as efforts to empower girls continue. Speaking during a men's parenting conclave organized by Rufin, a group of schools, the speakers urged fathers to take a more active role in mentoring the sons and also preparing them for responsible adulthood. They cited weakening family structures, poor mentorship, and unchecked technology use as key factors affecting boys, calling for intentional parenting and structured guidance from childhood through adulthood.
We've had a mantra that says no child left behind. So we've been very intentional about mentorship for the boy child. And that's why we said that this conversation needs to begin somewhere. And as a school, we came up with the Gents Conclave. Gents Conclave, basically, we are coming together as a male parents and together with male guardians who are in the lives of our children, just to see how we're able to support the boy child just to be able to rise again.
This is a build-up on the man cave and the conversations that we have been having, and it's also appropriate at this time. As I said earlier in the conversation there, the boy child needs to evolve faster because the girl child has moved faster. And so whenever you find an equilibrium and something disturbs the equilibrium at the household level, there has to be adjustment to fit into a new environment. And here today, I want to congratulate Rufin Group of Schools for beginning the conversation on the boy child.
All right, we get sporty, and Coca-Cola Kenya is set to bring its month-long FIFA World Cup 2026 campaign to a close with a final viewing party at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, this evening. The event marks the culmination of a nationwide celebration that began on June the 1st, engaging fans through retail activations, entertainment, limited edition packs, and a user-generated content contest. The nationwide campaign highlights immersive, actions and activations across more than 600 retail outlets, restaurants, and entertainment venues. And Monique Katana, Coca-Cola Kenya's Director of Frontline Marketing, said the campaign has been a great season, noting how fans embraced the experience both offline and online. Katana emphasized that the final is about unity, where fans can catch the final on the big screen, surrounded by thousands of other supporters, with performances from some of the best names in entertainment.
An amazing season. We've seen the Kenyan fans really embrace the campaign from the opening match up until right now. We've seen them gathering, capturing the football emotions, sharing them on social. We've also seen a lot of interest, people collecting the limited edition cans and showing up for our activation. It's been a really exciting season where people will have felt the essence of the campaign. The campaign is called Feel It All, and that's how this has been brought out. We're looking to close out the FIFA World Cup season with an amazing party on Sunday, the 19th of July from 4 p.m. We have a small entry fee of 100 Kenya shillings, and for that you get a free soda. Then you can enter the venue and have an opportunity to have an amazing experience watching the FIFA World Cup finals.
England national football team sealed third place of the 2026 FIFA World Cup after running far
at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimewekelea kitele yangu na trade ikikunyuma.
Oh my God, you left me.
Nitumie ni line. Uko nje kuna wifi.
Why? Hi-fi?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The
cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tamulini kero umeka kwa beauty product.
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
We won't entertain divas. No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that our hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. Ooh, yeah. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time, and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in Eastern Central Africa and its environs.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
This is a very serious place.
I see that.
Surely. Hey, Nyumba.
This is the place.
Just for a few days.
Rule number 2.
Kwani Google inajua maisha yangu wewe?
That's my seat.
It's a chair.
It was hers.
You know here? Yes.
You learned the rhythm. This place is run by structure. Structure. It is a system. Ni venye tu ni system iskizi.
And what happens if something you haven't chosen enters your day?
I remove it.
That's not always going to be possible here.
Then you are going to have a problem.
Noted.
What are you planning? To escape from a resort?
This is not a resort, my friend. This is a storage.
Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47.
All right, and as we all wait for the action later this evening, I promise to see you again later as well to give you more updates on what is in the world of news and, of course, as we cross you or usher you in to that. My name is Linda Alela. This is where we close the TV47 at 1.